What up, you guys? We have here page 44. I messed up. You could cross that one out. It's page 44. We are exploring understanding reasons for rewriting expressions. So we have a situation here where we've been working with community property. We've been working with distributive property, multiplying. But now we need to find out what's the reason why we need to, rewrite these expressions. And it's to make them a little bit smaller. We're going to make a couple of decisions, and we'll start with this is an SBA problem. In this SBA problem, we're going to use all the skills that we've learned, and we're going to apply it to a test setting here. So select the expression equivalent to 4x plus 2 plus negative 6x minus 3. So I see here first an A, B, C, D, of course. Select the expression. That means pick one. If I said select expressions with an S, it would mean more than one. But this one just means pick one. Pick one expression that is equivalent. Equivalent should be equal to 4x plus 2 plus negative 6x minus 3. So step one, I see right here, we're going to work with the parentheses, like PEMDAS, parentheses first. Invisible math here. If there are no numbers in front of the parentheses, then put a 1. Parentheses mean to multiply, but what if there's no number in front of them? Like this one, there's no number. We still got to get rid of those parentheses, so we put a 1. If there's no number, you put a 1. Now, I want you to realize something here. So let's distribute and see what happens. Then this one too, boom, boom. We see negative 6x, 1 times negative 6x, and then 1 times negative 3. And let me put this on the side. Oops, negative 6x and negative 3. 1 times 4x and 1 times 2. There you go. Now, I want you to realize something. Notice, there was no change. And that makes perfect sense because we're multiplying by a positive 1. It makes no change. Anything times 1, 1 times 3, 3, 1 times 4, 4, 1 times 5, 5. Anything times 1 is the same number itself. So if you're multiplying by a positive 1, it's not going to change. So if you just said, you know what, I'm going to drop these parentheses, and it's going to be the same exact thing, it'll work. You can actually just do that. So that's where they go. They don't just disappear. You can remove them because of that. Just make sure that the sign in front of it is not a negative. If it is a negative, just know it is different. Negative 1 times everything is way different. So from here, you go to step 2. 4x plus 2 minus 6x minus 3. So 4x minus 6x, I see different signs, so negative 2x. And in the red, I see 2 minus 3. So that should be negative 1. So that should be negative 2x minus 1. Now, we can see now our options. Which on step 3? Oh, step 2, combine like terms. We finished that. Step 3, which expression is equivalent? Well, negative 2x minus 1. This is a positive 2x, so I know that one's not it. This one's a negative 2x minus 1. There it is. 10x minus 1? No. These two. Nope, I'm eliminating those. Just B. So we know that 2x minus 1 is equivalent to 4x plus 2 plus negative 6x minus 3. Cool. Pause the video. See if you can work on this one on your own. If you get stuck, try to go back to the video. Pause the video and retry again. All right. Select the expression equivalent to negative 1. Oh, look at that. Negative 1. That's going to change something here. The signs are going to change. And here, plus parentheses negative 3x plus 3, close parentheses. Okay, so first things first. Select the expression. That means to pick one. If it said an S, it would be 2, but no. Equivalent to negative 1, close parentheses, 6x plus 2 plus that. And then we have A, B, C, D, of course. So first step, it says work with the parentheses. It's PEMDAS. I see that there is a number in front of this, so I'm going to leave it as is. And then here, there's a number, invisible math, put a 1. And luckily, it is a positive 1. It is a positive one, so that means that it's not going to change. So honestly, let's just plus, I'm just going to copy it down, 3x plus 3. Because when you distribute, it's the same thing anyway, because it's positive. And now for this one, we need to distribute negative 1. So negative 1 times 6x, negative 1 times 2. So negative 6x minus 2. That's what we have so far. And just in case, I'm going to make sure. So negative 1 times positive 2, this one. So negative and a positive make a negative. Okay, perfect. And then a negative times a positive equals a negative. Awesome, correct. So now let's go to step 2. We just worked with our parentheses and distributed. Minus 2 minus 3x plus 3. Now we're going to combine like terms. Step 2 says that, so I'll use green instead. I'm going to circle the sign in front of it. I'm going to circle the sign in front. So negative 6x minus 3x. And then I'll do it with pink. Minus 2 plus 3. So the green ones, I see same signs. I'm going to add. So that would be negative 9x. And I see different signs. So I'm going to subtract. So 3 minus 2, oh, no. 3 minus 2 is 1. And then keep the sign of the bigger number, positive. There you go. These two signs are negative, so I'm adding, and then I keep the sign of the bigger number. Perfect. Now, I combine it like terms. Which expression is equivalent now? Negative 9x plus 1. Negative 9x plus 1. I see plus 5. You know what? I'm going to go back and I'm going to check really quick. Negative 2 and positive 3. Different signs. I'm going to subtract. So A can definitely not be an answer. B, in the first number has to be a negative 9. So, oh, it's only one of them. Letter D. Letter D is our solution. All right, y'all. Remember, the most common mistakes that we forget or we realize is that we forget a negative or we subtract instead of adding. So we need to practice those constantly. Keep that in mind. Same sign you add, different sign subtract. And then use your little chart here. Use this little chart to help you. Oh, no, wrong one. Use this little chart to help you out with multiplication. All right, guys, have a good one. Bye-bye.